Here we are, back out in the neighborhood. Friday today, while we work on some new content, we're basically waiting for the weather to agree with us. It's been chilly down here in South Texas. Now, we did not get any snow, but the temperatures did dip down into like the low 60s and the 50s and all the way down. Actually, I think we got down to 38 one time. So Doug has winter gear. I do not. He basically has the winter pants. He's got the booty covers to go over his shoes. He's got a nice big, as our daughter calls it, human highlighter jacket. And then he's got the muffs that go inside of his ex-needle hat. And he has heated gloves, which I think he discovered those heated gloves from.
I couldn't find my chocolate.
Did you get your heated gloves from Scott Hardesty, or? Yeah, he got the heated gloves from, he saw on Scott Hardesty's, one of his channels, long time ago.
Winter gear is from Scott.
Yeah, okay, all his winter gear is from Scott. Yay, Scott. So me, on the other hand, when it was cold like that, I just didn't ride. So Doug, definitely the roadster. So today is nice. Today is, let's check the temperature here. My grandson, got to change that picture. Hang on, wrong thing. Let's go to weather. And it is 74 degrees. It's going to get down to 73 by the time we get back. So that's no big deal. Other than that, it's cloudy out. Just really feels good. I haven't been out on the bike for probably almost 2 weeks. I had a lot going on. I had to take down all my Christmas decor and travel. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about some new things that we have coming to our garage. Well, one thing that we've been promising to do, which we haven't had time to get around to, is clean our bikes. We have all necessary products from Park Tools and some other basic cleaning items to clean our bikes. But it's kind of hard, and to clean our chains, we kind of need the bike, you know, to be elevated, and getting a bike stand, you know, really is something that's going to take up too much room in our garage. We don't want to have to be having something that big crammed in that space. So we're going to get a hoist to go there where we park the car. So when it's time to clean them, we'll be able to put them on the hoist, you know, either have the front end up, back end, whatever we need, so that we can take care of that. So we don't have to try to manually pick a bike up and affix it to a bike stand. Not to mention, the bike stands are fairly expensive. So we've been watching Gary's EBike adventures. He does a lot of cool stuff on his channel, and he's got that bike hoist that we really like. But he also has it where the bike is on a stand of some sort. I think it's like a motorcycle stand to keep the wheels aligned. Now, we won't have that, and we may not have the exact same hoist he has, but once we get it up, we'll let you know which hoist that we did get. It's inexpensive. I believe we got it from Home Depot. Not anything super fancy, but just to get the job done. So, yeah, we plan on getting our bikes all cleaned up, lubed up, and see how many Park Tools we can use to get the job done. Doug's board is coming along nicely. I'm a little behind on my side of the garage. Now, my side of the garage is going to be more workout related. I do Peloton, which I absolutely love, and I do weights. So we have our big Bowflex machine in there, which they don't sell those anymore, but that machine it still works. So I just need to get my side of the garage fixed up. Look at that house. it's coming along. I think the last time we were on this ride, they had torn the house down. So lots of cool things going on in the neighborhood. But yeah, and then we were thinking about, Doug was thinking about painting the garage. But I think we're going to hold off on that and just get it repainted the same colors that it is already. So outside of that, let's see, have we gotten anything? Well, Doug, of course, has gotten more park tools to put on his board. I'm trying to get him to start doing some videos on those park tools. Haven't made much headway yet. Hopefully soon. There are a few places around that we're going to take rides. I'll show you guys a little more of the area down here. May have a trip planned for Corpus. Now, when we went up, we did go to San Antonio to see our son and his wife last month, but it was too cold. So we didn't take our bikes to ride. Usually we would have, but our son and his wife, they have a really nice garage there where we leave our bikes at. So we weren't able to do that. What up, what up?
Hello, how are you?
Doing great, man. That's our neighbor Joe, AKA Nature Boy. Anyway, we didn't take our bikes. It was too cold. I do need to go back up there in, comes a little golf cart. Comes a golf cart. I do need to go back up there in May to do a quinceañera photo shoot. So we plan on riding our bikes then when we go up there. So hopefully this will be a lot better, a lot better adventure than the last time. If you haven't seen that video, I forget the title of it, but OMG, like, they really need to mark the trails better. It's so easy to get lost, and that's basically what happened. And I had to use Siri to guide me back. However, there's no bike guide. You have to use the street guide. So I was out there in 2 and 3 lane traffic trying to get back to the car. Oh my gosh, so annoying. But anyway, I look forward to going back up there and getting on that trail. And there's a couple other trails that we may go try out. One of Doug's long classmates from years back moved to San Antonio, and she told us about a couple of trails, told Doug. So we may even have the opportunity to hook up with her and go out on one of the trails. So there's that. Otherwise, it just feels great to be out here. Then Doug wanted me to talk about the any bike that goes over 20 miles per hour out there in California. I wonder how the laws are going to affect that, but that's way too much in-depth conversation for my poor little brain. He had just mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, but no. And then the 2 bikes, the new electric bikes that came out, one electric and one's electric cargo bike. You know, we were thinking those cargo bikes, we could probably use, if we had a cargo bike like that, we would haul that puppy over to South Padre Island during spring break and be like a bike Uber. I think that's the only way to utilize that bike is, you know, I mean, living here in the country club area, it would be great to have one here. A lot of people, though, already have golf carts, and then they have those real fancy golf carts that cost like $10,000 from Lowe's. You see people riding around on those. We have seen a few more electric bikes over here, but they're just folding ones. A couple of young kids, but yeah, those 2 bikes, those looked okay. And then of course there's the new OMG, what is the name of that bike? Well, it'll come to me. The two really fast bikes, the one real fast bike that they have out. Hey, baby. Well, he can't hear me. I'm not going to yell at him. Anyway, just a lot of different videos on some of the newer bikes that are coming out. I don't know how many people would get a second bike, would buy a second bike. Like us, I mean, the only thing I think would be beneficial to us is since we go to Minnesota every year, it would be sort of cool to have a folding bike to maybe leave up there in Minnesota, but at the same time, I don't really know if I'll be very comfortable on a folding bike for any period of time, especially riding on a bike path. I'm not sure. I would have to try one out, but for us, you know, we're not gonna go out and buy a second bike. Now I know they're doing updates to some of the Aventins, but got a phone call. Oh, it's my daughter. Okay, we're back. So I totally forgot what I was talking about, but oh, the bike, you see, I knew how to remember that new wired bike. OMG, if it's the way that I remember, I think that bike can go up to 40 miles per hour. Man, that's fast. It did look pretty cool, but I of course, we've not seen any bike like that down here. We haven't been out enough here lately, but is that bike, I don't remember, is that bike sold at a bike shop or is that a bike you have to buy off the internet? I just don't remember. I was surprised to see those other two bikes, if you go and watch that short, that were being sold at our bike shop. I'm starting to get a few more brands at the bike shops outside of Aventon, so that's pretty cool. I mean, there's tons of e-bikes out there. Just originally there weren't a lot of variety, wasn't a lot of variety at the bike shops. So pretty quiet day out here in Rancho. Not too many cars that have passed us. I went through a whole entire neighborhood on the phone with my daughter. So I hope everyone had a great new year. Still really sad to think of all the people that have been displaced with natural disasters this year. The poor people in North Carolina. Never really heard too much more about that. Hopefully they're able to either get their homes put together or find a new place to live. That was horrible. And then of course the California people, and I don't think they're even still out of the woods. And of course, you know, the places that had all the cold snow. I mean, the snow in Houston and Alabama, Florida. Wow. That was so wild. But, you know, like I said, down here, we received no snow. Yeah. Not much else going on for us. Just trying to get some more content out there. Maybe get Doug to work on his tools for some video. And oh yeah, those school buses, boy, you got to watch out for those school buses down here. And just that, we're just gonna do that. Now there's another part of the neighborhood where that ginormous house is being built. I think I'm gonna pick up when we get over there to that neighborhood, so you can see how that house has come along. Man, they're doing a lot of extra stuff to that house. A lot. And that's not even the biggest house out here. We'll have to show y'all the biggest house the next time we go out the other way when it's not so busy. So let's check out this big house. So, okay, we're about to get to the Tony Montana house, as we like to call it. This place, I'm going to try to show it to you here between the trees. If you start looking, that big building right there, this looks like it's got an infinity pool in the back. The whole back end of that looks like it's almost as big as the house. Look at that. Y'all see that? That's the Tony Montana house. Look at that. Look at all that. Now we're getting ready to go around the front. It's so funny. They have a little camera alarm that is motion activated, and when you go by it, at least they used to. I haven't been on my bike in a couple of weeks. It'll do the little wee 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 wee. We'll see if it does it. Okay, y'all, look at that house. Just look at how enormous the house is. And I heard that a couple of people live there. Well, it's their home. Look at that. Y'all see the front of that? Look at that house. Glass garage doors. Look at all the bricks out here. See the camera? Y'all hear the camera? That is so funny. But yeah, we call that the Tony Montana house. And over here is where I shot the video with the cotton gin. Of course, all the cotton's gone. Then there's another home that's being built over here. And they've really come a long way on this house. This house, going back through the videos, there was nothing but dirt there. And now they've already got the roof on. They're putting up the siding. Well, it's got brick on it. Brick and wood, I guess. Yep, they're working right on that pretty good. That's pretty. Hi. That's nice. Yep, a lot of these houses out here, really nice. Large homes, lots of land. Well, there's still land to build. That's one of my favorite houses. I love their pots. So, down this street, of course, is where the Too Much Mud for Doug happened. I'm actually going to drive through it because it should not be wet at all. You know, I've been thinking about getting a new seat for my bike. This is I think this is a Surfa that's on here. This is one of Doug's hand-me-down seats. But I'm thinking I might get me a new seat. Not gonna get an electric seat like what Doug's got. Absolutely not. But I am gonna start looking around, look for a little more comfort. Oh, see? And they're still working on that house. Look how big that house is. Metal roof. You know, that was some dollars. And it's going to have a pool. Look at that. Hamlin Pools. Going to have a pool in the back. Got the hurricane shutters in the front. That's really cute. Yeah, thinking about a new seat. What else? What else do I need for my bike? Nothing really. I still really would love it if I could get some turn signals. But, I mean, seriously, for what we do, we really don't need any turn signals. And we're not really riding out in the city. Streets like where we live here, there's no real need, you know, for a turn signal. Just something that would be nice. Okay, now, let's go over here and check out our path. Should be dry. We got a little rain yesterday, but it was nothing. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go down this one. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. My little Benton will get it. Now, that looks a little questionable, but it's just dark dirt. See, there's no mud over here. No mud at all, really. There we go. And then we'll go catch up with Doug. Hopefully our next video will have we'll be able to go and load our bikes up and go somewhere, show y'all something different, or maybe clean our bikes. But I think it's going to be another bike ride. So I'm gonna end the video here, and please comment, like, and subscribe. If there's something you'd like to see from down here in South Texas, leave us a message. Maybe it's something that we can do. So we'll catch y'all on the next trip.